Firelink. I'm very, very much hoping that my internet holds out. I've been having outages. Large, vast outages the past 2 days here. So I'm really hoping I can just stick with you for an hour. And maybe accidentally hit some buttons. Strike at the air unnecessarily. These are my two hopes. So if I recall correctly, we just broke into Orlando. We're just at the elevator entrance now. So we do have that as a possibility. Let me check the map here and refresh my memory. The text-based map of few images. I'm very much hoping when we go up that staircase to Orlando, we will have Henri of Astora as a potential summon due to the events in the Church of Yorshka. We have now met Yorshka, I do believe, at the top of said tower. Things are getting very interesting. So, I'm not sure if we should immediately progress further into Orlando. That sounds hard. That sounds difficult. Or if we should perhaps take this side quest into the Irithyll Dungeon here. It's not really a side quest. I mean, you have to do it, but it's not quite as glittery a boss door as the Orlando staircase. But I think this is where we might start today. Good morning and hello. I see you there in the chat. I spy with my little eye. Why is my eye so little? It's getting even smaller. Guys, I'm scared. Alright. That one doesn't open. I'm assuming that's where I came from, but let's take a quick peek. I'm almost positive this is where I came from. Yes. Here is... a little fresh air. It's nice. Alright, time to die. Ha-ha! Crunch, crunch. That got dark. Jeez. This is indeed the way we came from. Let's take a peek further in. Hello? Count Richelieu? I smell you. I smell you in here. Show yourself. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and head back onto that cliff and die now. I'm ready. That prepared me. Been a little quicker on the draw there, too. We'll get there. We'll get there. So is anyone else gonna scream at me? Because if that happens again, I... Want me to walk in there? Really? That's what you want me to do? You're expecting me to just walk right in there of my own free will. Yeah, okay. Interestingly, not a trap. So I guess I need a key for this one. We'll keep looking around. That sounds like some squashy footsteps. What are you doing out here, man? Are you squashing? Oh, I should have expected. Okay. Horrified. He's got a friend. Ooh, little jack-in-the-box tummy friend. Jack in the tummy? That just sounds weird. Let's stick with box. Hey buddy. You hanging in there? Oh, that's just cruel. It's just cruel and unusual. This gate is certainly doing neither of us favors. I could end this quicker were there no gate. And I'm sure he could as well. Who you gonna call? Not me, because that was terrible. Don't call me ever again. That was just unnecessary and cruel. Sad. But I'll get over it eventually. Just waiting for one of these to come alive. I'm sure it's en route. Maybe, right in there, in fact. Those look like likely candidates. Stop pushing me. Standing behind all the corners, ready to push. Whoa, what was that? Wish I could see my health. One moment. HUD on. There, so why am I at halvesies? Is there some sort of curse? Is there a curse about? I suppose there must be. Okay, there are 3 cages, at least. And how do I get rid of that guy in order to take care of them? Also, how do I take care of them? Would have been nice had that worked at all. Man, being at half health is so unnerving. I want to drink Estus all the time, but it's pointless, effectively. We're gonna need to have a talk about the house rules here in Irithyll Dungeon. This is some unacceptable behavior. Just in case. Maybe it is, like, within a certain radius of those brand guys. Sorcerers carrying hot pokers, or whatever they are. Because now I seem to be able to get back up to full health. So I should just be careful of those, robed gentlemen. Wardens, perhaps? Locked from both sides. Okay. I understand. I'm disappointed is all. So now we need 2 keys. Or maybe it's the same key we need for both locations. Assuming I am back up top where I got pushed off from. Let's go this way. Jingle jangle. Strange that there seems to be a sort of ladder that used to be out the window that they've pulled up. I am sorry about that. Wish that wasn't happening directly in all of our ears. Okay. I have to imagine there's a few... Oh, that's very nice. Can I take this for me? Is this a parting gift? Goodie bag? No? I completely forget what I was in the middle of saying. Ahem. Oh, yes, just that this seems like a prime location for there to be some illusory walls. I will have to check around a bit. Let me get that for you. And also, let me get that life. Let me get that life from you. You'll be better without it. I don't know what that means, but okay. This is where they keep the sacks. Okay. Came out of there, got pushed off there. These are now clear. There's a bridge across. That leads down. There's seemingly nothing here, but there is a window that I need to come back and check at some point. Let's go across. I don't like what I'm hearing. So I'm sure as soon as I race down there to attack the warden, something will pop out of there. Let's try this gate. Not from this side. Not from here, you don't. Hello? Okay. That's a creature. There's a creature there. Let's see if he's friendly. Ah! I'm deeply disturbed by that animation. The following you, even at the expense of a neck. I don't know what to call it. That's super sad, and I'm just gonna leave him alone. Whatever's going on here. Okay. We got that open. Making progress. Let's see what's over here. I'm assuming that way will also lead down. Please don't scream at me. Jailbreaker's key. Maybe that's what we've been looking for. Let's check it against, say, the window. Real quick. Yep. But that does appear to be a one-way trip. I'm not entirely sure I want to head out there just yet. We'll remember this location for sure. We now have the key. And I don't know about... We are on this side. Let me check down here. I think this has the locked cell. If I'm remembering correctly. Okay, not with the jailbreaker's key. And not with the jailbreaker's key. Fair enough. We'll find another key. So there may be one other gate I'm forgetting back towards the original bonfire. We'll do some scouting when the time comes. But let me get back across. And I suppose I should take care of this top level first, rather than skirting my obligations. But what else is gonna ambush me? The age-old question. Okay, think we're clear to go down now. Down the stairs. We have another warden and a second warden. Let's try this again. Oh, the third. And I'm being branded, and I'm being branded. Okay. And apparently I didn't even successfully kill the first one. There is still 3 out of 3. Yikes. Well, we can see if we can find that door now, at least, and then we'll head back on that way. Does not open from this side, so that one doesn't need a key. You just need to get around it. And then... these all opened, except for this. And it's not the right key. Alright, so I did take that guy out, and then I went down and got the brand. It finally has been, yes, and my apologies that I removed it. I did not understand the modify emotes option and had it locked away, so thank you for setting me straight there, whoever that was. I do appreciate it, and I'm glad there are more options. Saucy fan options, etc. So yeah, that did not kill that one. One hit is nary enough. Okay. Stay down in your big pile of robes there. Jealous, me, of your flowing robes? No. How could I be? I actually lost a little piece of my soul there. It hopped right out of my right nostril, and now it's just gone. I'm never getting that back. I don't think I've ever been so frightened. But I'll keep track. Maybe I have. Yikes. Everything's a danger. These guys are shockingly resistant to slash damage, what with being protected by a cage and all. I'm curious. Not very effective, but does look pretty. Okay. It never ends. What I need is a big old mace. That would help me here. A crushing cage damage-based mace is all the rage. have a crystal lizard. I have to imagine is intended to kill you. Hey, it's gonna be okay. Don't cry. I am here to make you feel better. I just don't know how to. I just don't know how. This one's armed. They're moving up in the world. Are you okay? Can I get you a sandwich? Got a little dagger there. Is it hurting you? Maybe put it down. Ah! I'm sorry, I ran out of suggestions. Okay, let's go back this way. I got distracted by the potential ambush there. One of them did indeed say it was lonely and just wanted to be friends. That is a player-created message, just to clarify, not a canonical friendship request from the creature itself. Or I would be taking this much more seriously, oh goodness. Okay, once again, does not open from this side. Fair enough, fair enough. Feeling a little rejected by the doors in Irithyll Dungeon, but fair enough. Alright, I guess we're going this way. Huh, sounds like there's another warden casting foggy spells back there. So I suppose that might be where you end up if you go out the door? I am not entirely sure. It could be a completely different side of the structure. Now? Well, that looks interesting. Alrighty. Thank you. I can only see two of them, so I appreciate that knowledge. Aha, yes, there he is. So these are wardens that have given up their brands and scavenged other weaponry, perhaps? Or perhaps escaped prisoners in the guise of warden robes. Who knows? Why, that looks big enough for them to ambush you with a gargoyle on. I have to look forward to that. Okay. We have a chest with several player messages. And it's breathing. Well, of course it is. See if this is still in my list. There we go. Lovely. Alright. Let me get back in there to the gums. You're not gonna start bursting out of doors and ambushing me, are you? I mean, that would just be crazy. Okay, Harley Quinn has entered the fray. Got the old double crossbowman. I'm still holding undead hunter charms. That's a shame. There we go. And you? Why do you look so crouched? Explain yourself. Alright, we have a ladder to unknown ends. We have several strange windows with cells that just lead down, it seems. Not sure where exactly. Oh, that looks like a thing. Looks like a piece of a sleeping giant, perhaps. So I don't want to go down either of those necessarily, though they could lead to goodies that are otherwise unreachable. Is there a point to it, or is it just fun? Either way, I'm in. Just fun, I guess. No real point to it. Okay, so that also goes down with no ladder. Let's try the ladder first. And then we'll see if we can spot which ones we might need to drop down. There's the sleeping giant. Hey, buddy. Don't let me wake you. I'm just headed this way. No beef here. And also no egress. So I guess we're gonna have beef. Well, that's too bad. Maybe I could just scooch on past your elbow? Scooch past your LB real gentle-like? I suppose that's why they give you a way to drop down? But it seemed like the left, or rather rightmost option from this orientation would drop me right onto his head. And I imagine that would wake him up. And otherwise I wouldn't be past him. It might not be directly on his head. It might still wake him up, but I may be able to escape. But yikes. The other option is I could get a slash in on the way down for extra damage, but with the giant's health bar, it's really not going to make that much of a difference. Let's try the passive approach. Ha! So glad. There's something up there. We'll come back. It's been quite a while with no bonfire at this point. I wouldn't even necessarily know how to get back down here, so my hopes are high that they may be generous with us. Yikes. Okay. That rat was just an unknown traveler once. Making his way through the sewers today. So, break in the wall or expansive staircase. I've got to get that item. They've lured me into the expansive staircase option with items. We have 2 chests and a dead end, seemingly. The chest on the left is breathing. I don't think this one is. But I'm scared. Old cell key. Lovely. That should come in handy. And then let's switch back here. Good thing we bought a few extra of those. more mimics here in the dungeon than anywhere else in the game so far. And that's brought basilisks into play, apparently. I shouldn't have used an undead hunter charm. I've attracted the basilisks. That's a bad spot to stand. No, thank you. I would really like to not be turned into a statue now, please. I would really like to not be turned into a... I'm desperately close. That was way too close. Almost died. Down with you. Down with you, partially pink and partially purple bar. Alright, that was a nightmare. Let's take this side passage. Not really sure what happened there, to be honest with you. But we live! Ha-ha! So I do have an old cell key I need to remember. We should try that on a few more things. Gosh, there just has to be a bonfire around here somewhere. I would actually expect it here. This is the perfect little room for it. If it wasn't filled with rats, I suppose. So if I was a bonfire, like it's so close I can smell it. There's Archdragon Peak again. And what is this? Dragon Torso Stone. Seems to be the first reference we've seen in Dark Souls 3 to the Dragon Covenant. Or the Everlasting Covenant, or whatever it's called. Okay, so there is an elevator up, but there was no bonfire there. Is there a bonfire up the elevator? Is one of these guys still alive and is going to ambush me later? I have so many questions. Let me take a quick peek in this little side room. Because that is too many guys. That is just too many wardens at once. And that doesn't look good either. So let's try the elevator. The decision has been made for me by my own fear. I really, really hope there's some sanctuary around here somewhere. Ah, interesting. I'll need to grab that on the way down. Perhaps even now. Oh, that would be great. Yes, lovely. I think this is right back near the first bonfire at the very start. We just have to get across the bridge, and we can jump down. That will help immensely. Oh, goodness. Okay, second best thing to a bonfire, a nice shortcut. Let's see if we can grab that item. What? Lightning blade, that sounds cool. And down. So I wonder if I need to, like, be a member of the Covenant and do something here? This seems like a very strange stage for you to perform on, but I'm not sure what dance they would like me to do. What a terrible sentence. We got through it. Don't you brand me. Yikes, that's a tiny health bar. What prevents that? Like, what can I even do? That is a nightmare. Just the curse of the disappearing health bar. And when the bar disappears, it literally takes your health with it. That's how it works. Horrifying. Alright. We have 3 Estus left. That is where we're gonna need a bonfire to come into play. Sooner rather than later. Hopefully that'll put a bit of a dent in it. Aristocrat. What a strange thing to call these people. Oh, stop it. Stop it with your curse. And don't you start. Okay, let's check if there's another one in there before we start yanking on gates. Oh, this does look like officially the way out to the next ruin area. That is lovely. Yeah, I'm still hearing that curse. Okay, I'll grab this. Have to remember to jump back to Firelink and use that Estus shard, too. Any excuse to see Andre? Appears to be a strangely dressed, person in there. Who does not look hollow. Perhaps that is our last NPC we've been looking for. It's locked. I'm sorry. I'll be back. So that one is good to keep in mind. Okay, I take it back. I didn't actually want that one at all. What a mistake I've made. Ah. What a shame. Did not get a lucky strike in. But we do have a shortcut. If that had happened prior to the shortcut, oh, I would be sad. So, dungeon, we need to get across the little thing. The bridge of sorts. Don't get pushed, don't get pushed. Okay, so I need to drop down to where the door is. There it is. Avoid as many jailers as possible. Or aristocrats, according to their mask. But I'm not going to call them that. Come on. Who are you trying to fool here? We like to hang out in the abandoned dungeon, dress fancy, and call ourselves aristocrats, and we'd prefer if you did as well. No. I mean, it's not that much to ask. I'll probably do it just to make you happy. For the sheer, purpose of making you happy. To create some good in the world, is all. But still, figure it out. The next quote-unquote aristocrats meeting. Okay, so we got big rats in there again now. Great. That'll be fun. He's started the curse. We got a big old room full of babies off to the left. And no good options. Just none whatsoever. I would love it if there was like a summon for this room. This is effectively a boss arena at this point. Okay, babies, you're all gonna need to calm down. I can only handle one baby at a time. Just gonna betray that one. I'm sorry. That's a definite my bad. Hi! Where did you come from? Tell me now. Tell me before I never feel safe again. What did the design meeting for this particular creature go like? What was said? What arguments were made to put this in the game? I would love to be a fly on the wall. Okay, so that's interesting. I wonder if there's a way you can lure some of them to one end of the room and then get past them? No, sure not seeming like it. That profaned coal we just picked up, I'm also assuming goes to Andre. Ah ha ha. Oh, they're chasing. And they don't even have to attack. They just have to get within 20 feet of me and I will die. I will fully die. What a strange and terrible power. Alright, thin the herd. Jeez. There are no good options there. Is it not gonna come back? There we go. Yeah, come on back. Okay, almost back to my souls. I hope. I do desperately hope. That is still open. Good to know. I'll try not to get very close to it. Alright, that's likely the way out. Let's try these doors before we give our friend another go. Babies? You're legally obligated to announce yourself if there are babies in here. Never quite get used to that. Alright. Are you breathing? Yes, of course. Why wouldn't you be? Down to 1 charm. Oh, still looking for chunks, but that's great. Finally, something better than a large shard. Okay. So there's a lady in a cell. I don't believe... Maybe I did get that old cell key, but I thought we tried it on hers and it didn't work. I can't recall fully. I guess I'm gonna have to fight the, Road of Sacrifices man in order to find out. Let me switch back to Estes first. Classic mistake. Maybe I can slip in here. I'd love to take this guy out beforehand, so that I'm not cursed and fighting. And to refresh my memory, no, the old cell key is not the one we're looking for. And if he was just a little closer to the door, I would rush in there for it. But I think that's enough room for him to pretty much always get a strike in. Let's try it. Yeah, he can definitely get a strike in. That being the case, let's get our soul pile closer to the door, at the very least. There we go. Just had to get out of that long combo he's got. Alright, who else? Second one? Second guy of exactly the same type, hiding in the rafters, Weird that there's nothing here. You just get attacked, and that's the price of your curiosity? Okay. Suspicious, but I'll believe it. I'll trust you. So I don't know where exactly that key is supposed to be used. But let's try jumping back to Firelink. We'll use our Estes shard. We'll give the ashes we just picked up Xanthus ashes. Don't believe we have any chunks for upgrading still, but... oh well. Take a quick detour. Give me 1 second here. Hopefully I'm safe at the top of this. Going to hope so. 1 moment. Okay. The more I thought about it while I went to grab my sip of coffee, the more I don't want to fight that room of guys again. This is a mistake, to now head back to Firelink. So instead of doing that, Change of plans. Let's go back to that room full of guys that I do not want to fight again. I mean, I'm gonna have to do it eventually to free whoever's in that cell, but until then... Let me just break on past to the next area, assuming that they will provide a, hey, it's a new area, bonfire. So sorry. Hello there. So nice to see you in the chat. And I am doing well. Someone is inquiring about my health very, very kindly. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. My health. This is a very nice area. I like this a lot. The lighting, especially. And there's that gargoyle I was worried about. Okay. Ambush ahead. Well, isn't there always? Let's try it. Stop poking me. That's not kind or nice. That's not neat or cool. It's not cool, nor is it groovy. Aha, bonfire. Welcome to a new area. Oh, goodness, that's Andre there, isn't it? I'm sorry, Andre. I didn't mean to loot your bod. I'm never sure if all of them, like all of the blacksmiths, are the same person and he's fractured in time into several copies, or if there's like a clan of blacksmiths that all look the same and dress the same. It seems like you always find a couple of Andres scattered around. And I'm not sure if it's a indication of his time spent locked in the cycle or not. Okay, enough shattering of Andre's things. Now that we have a bonfire, lovely, we do not have to pass by those wardens again until we go to free the NPC. So, that being the case, let us jump back to Firelink. I've quite a few goodies to deliver. Alright, let's drop off ashes.
Ah, well, how gracious. Passing, let this, I only hope.
Oh, I'm sure they shall. Alright, so that added trousers, gloves, and an overcoat, but not the hat, seemingly. That Xanthus hat is the really big, fancy tower of a thing that you see some ghost players wearing, or weighing. They could be wondering how much it weighs, I'm not sure. So, strange. I wonder how you get the hat, then. It must be a findable item, rather than part of the ashes. So we will come collect that set later, for sure. Still no Grey Rat. I'm gonna have to look up Grey Rat and see if sending him to Irithyll causes him to get trapped / die. I hope I didn't send him awry there. But it has been quite a few visits, and we have not seen our friend.
What needs
Hoping he's well. I have a new coal for you. It's profaned.
Where did you happen upon this coal?
Somewhere
Much too
unspeakable.
dark. I see the abyss in it. Yet a smith I remain. I won't turn down a request. But forget not, your fight is for the flame and for your fellow kin, just like mine. A cursed fate this may be, but hope remains, does it not?
That's a complicated question, Andre. In one sense, hope does remain, but you're holding on to an outdated system that will only hurt humanity in the long run, see? And, no, he's not paying attention. Alright, Estus enforced. That's fine. Still keeping one Ashen Estus, just in case I have a spell emergency. And I don't believe I can do anything with these. Yes. I do have scales now I'll need to watch out for. I don't think I've picked up any scrolls that I know of for this guy, and he keeps reminding me of it as though he's going to become upset and leave if I don't soon give him some sorceries. But I just haven't found any. The one pyromancy tome I found for that guy, he didn't want, because it's filled with blasphemies. And I'm sorry that I doodled on it.
You oft the Lords of Cinder, the undead legion.
I've not spoken to our crestfallen friend since I beat a few bosses there.
I pity the sorry souls. Is that really Lordship's last reward?
Yep, that's it. You just get killed by somebody that comes along. That's what being a lord gets you. Nothing different down here that I can see. So sorry, just been a while since I've fully looked around there. Okay, what is the level up
Welcome home, speak.
situation?
Then take no.
44 is the situation. Okay.
Farewell, Ash.
So we still have a little bit of time here. I was able to start on time instead of being caught up. So we may be able to make a little bit of progress, just a little bit, into the Profaned Capital. The tiniest progress ever. Alright, that would go down. There was another way down out here I'm curious about. Let's check that first. Because I went down that ladder and then directly up this ladder without looking over here. Interesting, you know, now that I'm seeing all these ladders scattered around, it may not be Andre. It may actually be Laddersmith Gilligan from Dark Souls 2 lying up here. And that's very interesting. Like, how and why would Laddersmith Gilligan be up here? At the Profaned Capital. So his connection would be with the Black Gulch. He built ladders down the pit from Majula into the Black Gulch, which has a sort of abyssal connection. That is very strange. I don't know what the lore implications of that Dark Souls 2 connection are exactly. It could just be that he was off traveling in a new location and it has really nothing to do with Dark Souls 2. So I am not sure if it's wise to jump down there. It would satisfy my curiosity and probably kill me. Let's do it. Let's get killed. Some yearning imagery here. Muscular gentleman holding a long shaft, you know. Just your typical imagery. That's a long way down. Not sure what the purpose of this entire staircase section is. Okay, so there is a ladder up there. There's an item there. More statues. Shaftless. Hi. Oh, that was more damage than I'd hoped I would do. Lovely. This guy's just pretending to have a machine gun shootout with this guy. Apparently. I know that hand gesture. What a stingy bunch of statues. None of you are hiding a small item in your robes? Come on. So let me jump up here, make sure it's not an item, rather than just a way back up. And then we'll try the other way. There is an item, and it's the way back up. Sometimes things are two things. It's getting complicated. Yes, and... Not sure if you can jump that gap. Let's try going around. Got lucky there. Is this past the break? It is. It is so unnerving being able to hear all the skittering, but not see anything. Every corner you pass, you expect to finally know what the skittering is. And they deny you that request. Alright, so it looks like this is another way possibly out. Jump down there and get to a third structure. Let's check up the stairs. So there's a lot of activity below us, it seems like it's coming from. There are two holes down. It looks like you can zigzag around them. as needed. And we won't check that out now. I'm assuming it effectively leads to the same areas out here, eventually. Yeah, maybe you'd come out over in that cave or something. Okay. That being the case, let's jump down onto dry land in case it's a poison swamp and head right for the ladder. We'll come back for items and junk. You know, it's a poison swamp, all right. All right. Oh, I hear perhaps that giant snoring again. Or maybe a new giant. Or is that a brand new kind of thing? It almost looks like it has a hand for a head, but I can't tell if I'm just seeing it wrong. Like an ogre with a hand for a head. He sleeps. You know that old saying. He does indeed have some sort of thumb face, and I'm horrified by it. Oh, just horrified. And his little eyeball belly. Oh, goodness me. The things I've seen in this life. The eyeball bellies I have had to live through. And he's just filled with dung. What a disappointment. Absolutely swimming in dung. Okay. I'll take you up on that rubbish, thank you. Oh yeah, he's definitely breathing. This is my last hunter charm. I should have bought more while I was in Firelink for this exact reason. Alright, we got the whole court sorcerer's set now. Lovely. Does appear as though there is an item up there, but I must need to drop down from above. Some way, somehow. So the second level down here. Could it be? Is it? That sounded weird, but okay. Switch back to Estes. So seemingly a dead end. Is there anything around the other side of the roof? Aha, stairs. There we go. It's the court sorcerer I've been hearing about. Yeah, I'd say so. Okay. Sorry, I was overconfident. You put me in my place. That could have gone either way. Ah, finally, a scroll. Now we have something for our dear friend Orbeck there. And maybe he won't leave us. And all we had to do was murder the court sorcerer. What a steal. Okay, I'll be taking those. Thank you. And never coming back here. But there's items to pick up, I hear you shout. Nope, nah, not gonna come back. I'm done. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm lying to you now. I'll probably come back. Let's drop down and get this item, and then I guess we're going back up to try that way. Up the stairs. Wrath of the Gods. I definitely possess that. And what hideous abomination is next? I'm sorry, that's no way to speak about the court sorcerer. Wow. That's really horrifying. Okay. I thought it was going to be one of those invisible hollows. I was like, oh, there's one of those invisible guys. And yes, it was one of those invisible guys, it turns out. Okay, so now I'm right onto the giant. He's still sleeping. Jailer's keyring. That sounds useful. That sounds like it might open multiple things. And my only way out is rats and feet. Rats and death by feet. I do see a door at the far wall. What else? There's a passage that way that may or may not be blocked immediately. Let's head for this door. Yeah, maybe not the items. There's too many rats. I thought I could swing it. Alright, we do now have enough for a level up, finally. If needed. Let's see where this leads. Oh, fantastic. Is this the very first locked door? I do believe it is. So yes, we now have a shortcut directly down to that rat/giant paradise. I will happily take them up on it. Let's jump back to Firelink and give Orbeck his scrolls to prevent him from getting any more upset. And I'll be right back with you. Alright. Let's check.
Welcome home, speak thine heart. Very well. Then touch the dark Haken.
Come on, microphone. There we go. So sorry.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Got another strength there, and let's drop this off. Let's drop this off with the needy gentleman.
Back again, I see. I suppose this...
Here you go.
My.
You enjoy
Made
this.
quite the discovery.
You ever
This is
hear
a
of
scroll
Big Hat?
Just Big Hat Logan, a masterful sorcerer, long missed in Minheim. And now we have his scroll. right here in my very hands.
Alright, so now I have the whole complement of delightful original Dark Souls spells from Big Hat Logan there. And hopefully that will keep him happy, and he'll be like, oh yeah, I'm not just studying these scrolls, I'll stick around. Woohoo! You know how he talks. Alright, now we have very, very little to lose as well, which is lovely. Let's immediately jump back there. Make sure it's immediate. We'll see if we can clear that rat room of items. Though my apologies to the poor rats that are just minding their own business. Alright. So I'm trying to remember where other locked doors are. There may be one right in here, actually. That jailer's keyring. Yes, perfect. I can get that. I thought there was one other somewhere about halfway through, and then there's definitely the person trapped in the cell down there. Yeah, there was another one. I can't remember if it was in this corner. It may have been. I think there's two wardens, and then there's a locked door with a guy in a chair in one of these corners. That's the one. Prisoner Chief's ashes. Okay. So then let's jump down here. Yes, how big? How big is Big Hat Logan's hat that it's the thing he's known for? It is slightly smaller than this, but not by much. Is only slightly smaller than this. So roughly this size. That's pretty much the only thing you can see about him, from a distance at least. I love Big Hat Logan. I just love big hats. Who am I kidding? Alright, so the biggest shame of all of this is that these guys will be back. Hooray! But this may be the last time I need to ever see them again, if the jailer's keyring does in fact release that person. I don't know that it does. I have no proof. I don't like fighting these guys. I just don't like it. Anytime now, health bar. HB, can I count on your support? Much appreciated. That was way too close. Okay. And that was pointless because my bar isn't back. So many problems. Oh, the babies are screaming. Ah. Okay, please be the correct key. Oh, I got one of their smoldering irons. I hope it's Jeremy. You make sure I'm not luring someone in here, just in case. And hey, you want to get out of this horrifying area?
I thought you'd all but forgotten me. How sweet.
I did not know that you
Good to know
existed
skinny
in
little
order to
heretic
forget you.
can still turn heads. Oh, you're not one of them, are you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now that you've seen above your hat,
Accept my
you...
apologies for mistaking you for one of those leeches. So, what business have you here? This is a land of monstrosities, and I am no exception.
Interesting. Interesting way to describe yourself. I'm intrigued. Tell me
You're here
more.
to save me, but I'm guilty.
I'm
A
only
wretched
here to
child
help.
of the abyss.
You're going to have to save yourself.
Is that something you can forgive?
Yes?
Oh, really?
I'm not gonna leave you here with all the dung pies. Come on.
Very well. Besides, I've grown tired of imprisonment. I am Carla, and I accept your proposal.
And thus we are engaged. Alright, lovely. Hopefully she's back in Firelink. Which I just have to imagine smells a little better than here. What do you imagine this smells like exactly? Just this whole wall section. Mossy. Like a peat bog full of corpses, which is effectively what it is. Alright, I can't remember any other locked doors than that. I may still be missing one, but we got the item from the corner. We got Carla, apparently, out. I am very, very happy with that. Let's run back to Firelink. It's almost time for me to leave you, I regret to inform. But let's see if we can check in with Carla, make sure she has a spot, a situation of sorts. I guess I'm going in here. And then immediately out of here. There we go. We'll make sure Carla's getting settled in, and then we will quit for now. This is my plan. There should be a good smell spell, yes. You have like chameleon and, heat mist and flash sweat and whatever it is. You'd think there should be a make it smell better in here, using the power of sorcery. Use your ancient connection to dragon's blood to bring the scent of hyacinth into your home. Looks like her down there, in fact. You could pick a less moist spot if you want. I mean, look at my boots. Look at my boots here. What's happening? But no, it's wherever you're comfortable. That's fine.
Ah, there you are. As I said, I am Carla, and am grateful to you. Now, what shall we do?
Can I have your hat?
Might interest you.
Question A.
Sorcery. Although my dark arts are a detestable sort, that wouldn't interest you, would it?
Detestable dark arts? Yes. That would interest me.
You're a wicked...
I also think I might have a
you?
pyromancy tome for you, now that you mention
Very
it.
well.
Something that's full of horrifying blasphemies? Would you be interested?
Different. Some may avert their eyes, but the truth remains the truth. Be careful, though. Few humans are privy to this knowledge. Let it be a secret, kept between you and I.
I'm pretty sure Andre can hear us, is all. Like, I'm okay with that, but Andre's cool, and he's probably already eavesdropping, and let's just bring him into this.
Oh, a pyromancy tome, have we? And one that resonates with the dark. Yes, well suited to me.
Everybody gets prezzies. Scrolls for Orbeck. Blasphemies for
If this is
Carla.
your wish, I will unravel the thing the best I can.
Soft, censored pyromancies for...
It will be nice to play monster
Cornix.
for once.
Okay. So she has hideous dark spells available now. Lovely. And glad you're settling in. Let me know if you need a cushion, because this looks just awful. Andre, I'm sure you heard all of that. Thank you for not making a scene. We appreciate you. I don't think I have any other gifts to give out. Alright, I will leave us here for now. We will return to the Profaned Capital to try to continue our journey down there. And I will be looking forward to it. Thank you for spending so much time this morning with me. Lovely to see you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.